What's up, Goodyear? We're here from the Copley physics class, and we're about to show you the most epic Rube Goldberg you've ever seen, and it has the theme of the Super Goodyear Brothers. I'm Nathan.
I'm Alice.
And I'm Adam.
And we are about to blow your minds. Action.
So right here we have the conveyor belt. I made this, and we use an infrared remote controller to use it. So this thing was both a conveyor belt, which was made of rubber, which was actually vulcanized rubber, and it also was a wheel and axle because it had a plus-shaped rod that turned a disc that removed the whole conveyor belt, giving us mechanical advantage. So right here, when the weight falls off, it hits this wedge, which is another simple machine that forces the two rulers apart that are held together by rubber bands. And this allows vinegar inside the balloon to trickle down into there and perform a reaction with baking soda inside the beaker. This produces gas, expanding the container. The chemical formula here is NaHCO3 plus Hc2H3O2. NaHC equals NaHC2H3O2 plus H2O plus CO2, or sodium bicarbonate and acetic acid makes sodium acetate, water, and carbon dioxide. Chemical reactions like this remind us of the importance of safety in chemical plants. Let's go to Greg Hazlett about that.
Thank you, Adam. Process safety at chemical plants in particular is very important, not only for the safety of the people that work there, but for the process, the products, the buildings, the investment that the company has in trying to make that facility profitable. Process safety is important to make sure that the facility stays safe, doesn't burn down, blow up, and keep working at a profitable standpoint. Thank you.
Alright, so the chemical reaction Adam was just talking about is going to inflate this balloon and actually raise a portion of a ramp and then allow a marble to start rolling down. So first it's going to go down the ramp and then down this tower, which is actually a simple machine of a screw because it's just an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. So once this gets to the bottom, the marble's going to knock over a series of dominoes, which we've recycled from old video game cases, and this last domino is going to trigger a very special biomimicry reaction. Let's get into that now.
So after these video game cases knock each other over, they hit this big domino with a piece of metal on top. Now this knocks over and hits a lever, which is a clothespin. So what this does is it opens up, allowing the water in a balloon to spray out. So this balloon is special because it's an example of biomimicry. It's actually like an archer fish. Archer fishes are really cool because they shoot with deadly accuracy water at an insect to eat so that it will fall down and they can eat it when it drowns. So the water actually pushes this weight off the edge, and then gravity is going to pull this string out, which pulls that popsicle stick out from beneath that weight. So obviously that weight's going to start falling. And it then pulls this string, again, another string, which then makes this pulley start to rotate, pulling a cart. Stay tuned to see what happens next to the cart.
Our falling weight also triggered a pretty cool intermediate step, where this blimp is set into motion by this activated fan, which also allows our Copley flag to spin around and fly proudly.
So after the weight pulls on the string, this cart will be propelled forward and play the Super Goodyear Brothers theme song. Some would call this a unique sound.
Very cool, Alice. I mean, we all love embracing our musical sides every so often. So as this cart goes down and plays the tune, a nail on the end of the cart's going to knock over this domino and set off a chain reaction, hitting even more of them down. And that's going to do something very special with magnets that Adam's going to tell us about right now.
So when these recycled CD cases start toppling down, they're going to hit this sensor. So this magnet ensures that they make contact instead of missing. So then when this sensor is pushed, it's going to send an electrical signal down this cord of mystery.
Alright, so that cord of mystery Adam was just talking about actually goes into a robot. And Adam, he's actually our chief robotics officer. He did a great job coding this. So the robot's going to actually be programmed to pick up a ball, pause for 10 seconds, and then drop a ball onto a lever. And that lever's going to set off a wild chain reaction. And now for the wild ride. This robot's going to drop a ball onto the end of this lever, which is going to land in a cartridge with a block of sulfur. And sulfur, which I'm sure you guys know, is very crucial to the vulcanization process, which makes tires. So, assisted by the sulfur, these two weights are going to weigh down one end of this little seesaw contraption and cause this ball to roll down towards that hole. And then once that ball goes down this hole, it's going to get to something even better. So after the marble falls down this tube, it's going to activate this spring and propel this car forward onto our racetrack, which is going to then go and knock over our water bottle.
So over here we read a dead man switch, which is triggered to go off when it's released. So we have the water bottle. When it falls over, it pulls the string, moving this way out of the way. So the spacebar is pausing the video, but when it's released, it resumes the video so that we can listen to the amazing fanfare of the Super Goodyear Brothers.
Alright, so the car we were talking about a little bit ago is going to knock over that water bottle, which is going to pour liquid into this cup on one side of the pulley. And as pulleys work, this side's going to get lowered, and our Goodyear flag is going to get raised. And of course, on the side that's being lowered, we have our Super Goodyear brother taking down the flag of any general competition to Goodyear. I mean, if you can even call those other companies competition. I mean, come on. Let's take a closer look at our specially designed flags. As you can see right here, we're sporting the always awesome Goodyear logo. And down here, we have our graphically designed Super Goodyear brother taking down the competition's flag. And now, for the green portion of this video, we give a shout out to the environment with all of our steps made from 100% recycled materials. First, this screw is made from old cereal boxes. Next, these dominoes are all old video game cases that we repurposed. This step right here with the ramp for the ball is also old cardboard that we took out of my pantry. And finally, this racetrack here is 100% recycled because it belonged to the kids of my physics teacher, and they're all grown up now, so it would have just been thrown in the trash had we not repurposed it. Thanks, Mother Earth. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Adam, what was your favorite part of that?
So, well, I really like some of those machines, but I gotta say, levers just don't cut it. There's just something about them, just like...
I'm not sure I agree.
Why can't you do something else?
I'm not sure I agree with you on that one. I'm always out for the environment, so I think that all the recycled steps, every one was my favorite. What about you, Alice?
I think my favorite one is the piranha plant. That was really creative.
The piranha plant. Just keeping with that
really,
Super Goodyear
yeah,
mother.
It really keeps
the decorations,
whole
man.
The
creativity
decorations
in
were
as well.
great.
Did you work on that?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Hey, thanks so much. We're glad you listened and enjoyed this experience.
Make sure to leave a like and a comment down below.
Thank you.
See ya.
Hit.